Hello, Chiefs of the Kingdom. This is something no one expected. It has just been confirmed. I'll tell you everything that happened behind the scenes, but if you want to stay up to date with this and other news, click the like button and subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, let's get straight to the news. Alright, let's get started. Big moves are being made in Kansas City as the Chiefs announced the signing of veteran left tackle D.J. Humphries, formerly of the Arizona Cardinals. This unexpected move, revealed on Friday, sent shockwaves through Chiefs Kingdom and raised many questions about the state of the offensive line. For those who have been following, rookie Kingsley Suamataia has been manning the left tackle position this season. While he has shown flashes of potential, his performance has left room for improvement, with inconsistent protection putting Patrick Mahomes under more pressure than usual. It's no surprise, then, that the Chiefs made the bold decision to bring in Humphries, who comes with a wealth of experience and a reputation for solid pass protection. Humphries, a former first-round pick in 2015, started 15 games for the Cardinals in 2023 and even earned a Pro Bowl nod in 2021. While he's recovering from a torn ACL this season, the Chiefs clearly see him as an immediate upgrade to stabilize the line and protect their star quarterback during this crucial stretch. His career grades may not scream elite, but his expertise in pass protection is exactly what this offense needs as it works through its woes. So what does this mean for the current roster? Suamataia will likely be removed from the active roster for the remainder of the season, with Wanya Morris holding down the starting role temporarily. However, don't be surprised if Humphries takes over the job sooner rather than later, especially with the playoffs approaching. It's also worth noting that All-Pro guard Joe Thuney recently expressed his willingness to move to left tackle if necessary. But with Humphries in the mix, it seems like Andy Reid and Brett Veach wanted a player with dedicated tackle experience rather than retooling their current line. Of course, this signing raises some interesting questions. Why didn't the Chiefs bring back Donovan Smith, who had familiarity with the system? Was there an issue with Smith that we weren't aware of? Or do Reid and Veach simply feel that Humphries offered more upside? Whatever the case, one thing is clear: this move had Andy Reid's full approval, and we trust his track record when it comes to evaluating offensive line talent. While this may be a surprising development, it could be exactly what the Chiefs need to reignite their quest for a third consecutive Super Bowl. Protecting Mahomes is non-negotiable, and if Humphries can bring even a fraction of his Pro Bowl form to Kansas City, it would be a huge win for the team. All right, Chiefs fans, it's your turn. What do you think of this move? Was it the right decision to bring in Humphries instead of Smith? Do you think this signing will solidify the offensive line in time for the playoffs? Let us know in the comments below. I want to hear from you. The Kansas City Chiefs have received some tough news ahead of their matchup against the Carolina Panthers. Star running back Isaiah Pacheco, who has been a dynamic force in the backfield, will be unavailable as he continues to recover from a fractured fibula suffered in Week 2 against the Cincinnati Bengals. The injury has sidelined Pacheco for much of the season, and while there was hope he could be close to returning after his 21-day practice window opened last week, head coach Andy Reid ruled him out for another game. This absence means the Chiefs will once again rely on former running back Kareem Hunt, who has excelled admirably in Pacheco's absence. In just 2 games prior to his injury, Pacheco racked up 34 carries for 135 yards, showcasing his trademark explosiveness and physicality. His return would undoubtedly bring a spark to Kansas City's offense, but for now, patience remains key as he works toward a full recovery. Unfortunately, Pacheco isn't the only player Reid and the Chiefs have to wait on. Defensive end Charles Omenihu, still recovering from the torn ACL he suffered during last year's AFC Championship game, also remains on the physically unable to play list. Omenihu's return would be a huge boost for the defense as it looks to continue its dominance heading into the playoffs. Adding to the injury woes, wide receiver Hollywood Brown remains sidelined as he recovers from a dislocated sternoclavicular joint suffered during the preseason. Brown recently sparked speculation about his recovery timetable with a cryptic clock emoji post on Twitter, but Reid tempered expectations, stating, *, he's making really good progress, but I can't say when he'll be back. *. As the Chiefs prepare to bounce back from their loss to the Bills, these absences will undoubtedly test the depth and resilience of Andy Reid's team. The team has proven before that it can adapt to challenges, but finding ways to win without Pacheco, Omenihu, and Brown will require creative solutions and a next-man-up mentality. Now it's your turn, Chiefs fans. What do you think? Can Kareem Hunt and the rest of the roster keep the offense rolling in Pacheco's absence? Are you optimistic about Omenihu and Brown's eventual returns? The Chiefs just took a huge hit on defense. Starting cornerback Jalen Watson, who excelled this season as the primary replacement for L'Jarius Sneed, is now confirmed to be out for the rest of the 2024-25 season. Watson suffered a broken ankle earlier this season, and despite initial hopes that he could return, reports from Arrowhead Pride's Pete Sweeney indicate that the organization does not expect him to return. This is devastating news for a defense that has relied heavily on Watson's ability to shut down opposing receivers. Prior to his injury, Watson was having a breakout year, holding quarterbacks to just a 53.3% completion rate and a 75.4 passer rating when targeted. Without him, the Chiefs' secondary has struggled to maintain the same level of dominance. Defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo now faces the daunting challenge of reshaping the secondary. Players like Nazeeh Johnson, Joshua Williams, Shamari Connor, and potentially Chris Roland Wallace will need to step up in Watson's absence. Johnson, in particular, had a tough outing against the Bills in Week 11, which exposed some holes in the secondary. But the silver lining? Upcoming matchups against the Panthers and Raiders offer a chance to regroup and experiment before the playoffs. The defensive line will also need to do its part to ease the burden on the young secondary. Chris Jones, George Karlaftis, and the rest of the pass rushers will have to step up to the plate to disrupt opposing quarterbacks. While Charles Omenihu will be unavailable for Week 12, he's expected to return in Week 13, which should provide a significant boost. Let's be real, the loss of Watson is a huge blow to a team with Super Bowl aspirations. As the playoffs approach, the Chiefs will need to find answers quickly, especially when facing an elite offense. This isn't just about the next game, but about keeping the team's hopes of a third consecutive Lombardi Trophy alive. Now it's your turn, Chiefs fans. What do you think about Watson sitting out the season? Do you believe the young cornerbacks can step up and fill the void? And how confident are you in the defensive line's ability to take some pressure off the secondary? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Chiefs!